Yeah, and maybe Mon and Jess could share your few cents on that. But going back to what you said about people connecting with you, one of the things that we learned by doing it wrong is we get so excited when someone's interested, we want to go right to share a cart. And what we have learned is it's really good to slow down because when you really get to know someone's needs, they stood. So in our team page, and I can tag you if you can't find it, is and I know Jess and Mon and Jen do something similar, is we ask questions. What has worked for you? What hasn't? What's the most difficult, the fitness or nutrition? Do you have some goals you want to reach? We really try to help them because maybe they are like, I have a wedding in 2 weeks. Well, then a 3-day refresh is going to be more important. Maybe one is, I'm a runner, I need some strength training. Then we can recommend a certain program. I need something to help me get up in the morning. Well, then Energize and Recover Challenge Pack might be what's more beneficial. If they're like, I can only afford $40, say, okay, let's get you 3 months of BOD. And how about 7 samples of Shakeology or whatever. So really asking those questions is going to help you tailor the right products for them, and they're going to feel like you're getting to know them. Because I mean, I know, like, for example, like Brenna and Jen, they wouldn't have been interested if I had just said, hey girl, you want to buy a challenge pack and join me? They would have been like, oh, we don't know you or what you're about. So I think in the beginning, we were all really like afraid of not hitting Success Club or not helping enough people, that we would get too excited, we'd scare people away, and we'd word vomit. So when it's like, oh, I'm interested in your groups, and we'd write a paragraph of everything. And so now it's less is more. Like, hey girls, tell me a little bit about, what, like I post, like Jen said, or hey, tell me a little bit about what you like with fitness, and just get into a back and forth with them. It will take more time, but that will help them feel connected and be more likely to join when they're ready, and will probably help sustain them as an ongoing customer or coach or great challenger in your groups. So that's just something that with you guys, being newer and connecting with people, and that people are going to be really skeptical at first, you taking that time. And then, keeping your list. I say this all the time. Most of my people every month, 80 people that I help are people that I've invited before. And that I'm coming back to them, or they're coming back to me. And I have one girl who is still to this day never purchased, but I check in with every couple months, and she still thanks me. And she says, when I still appreciate you checking in. I mean, I can tell you actually care, because I've said no every time. Sorry, we're derailing a little bit here. But as far as a platform, because it's really easy to post in both Facebook and Instagram, I would say there's no harm in doing both, Kristen. But I would really look at what hashtags are going to help bring people to your page. And then just, yeah. Did you watch the Jen Richardson call on Instagram on Monday night?
I got on at the tail end because it's kind of hard for me. I'm on mountain time. And so
yes.
It's like right in the heat of when we're doing dinner and everyone's doing homework. So it's kind of really inconvenient, but yeah. I got like the tail end. I kind of already do the things like buying from small businesses, and I've been featured on a couple of pages, but I mainly get people that adopt that. And actually this is really crazy, but I have someone interested right now kind of in Beachbody, but they're an amputee. And so they were wondering like if there's modifications for them. So maybe I'll ask that on the Beatnik page or something.
Yeah. And are they interested in doing some fitness?
Yeah, she wanted to do something. So she's an adoptive mom, but she's also a veteran. And so she's like, I want to do something but it's hard to get into my workouts because I have kids now. So
yeah. Well, I would say for her, depending on what her goals are, maybe a nutrition focus would be a good thing for her. But she could still do upper body. She could do upper body weights. She could do some body movement stuff sitting in her chair. So she might be someone who you could connect with doing one of the nutrition programs and being in the groups for that.
Okay.
I know Monica has a customer, or she's maybe a coach who is blind. And so Monica had to sort of help her figure out how to make this work. But if she's a veteran, the other thing that Jen and Kristen and Brenny might not know is that if you have a veteran challenger who wants any products, it's usually best for them to sign up as a coach, because or they have to be active military, never mind. right? Sorry, not her, but if active military or active military spouses don't have to pay the monthly coach fee. They get that waived, just so you know that for the future. But I would find out what she's able to do, because she might even be able to do just upper body stuff. Do you guys think that that she could probably do some of that? Do you agree? Okay. Everyone's muted. Okay, so Jen, look in the chat. Jen is sending what she sends to people about
I was just copying and pasting from a couple places of some questions that I ask people, and you don't have to like throw this all at them at once. I was trying to like piece it together, but those are some general questions that I ask people.
So what I would say, guys, is right now highlight that and just copy it into your notes app so you have it and you can sort of play around with that. So what we kind of wanted to talk about tonight is, hold on, I want to go back to where we were. Monica is going to talk in a minute about some of the things that were talked about on the National Wake Up Call. But before that, we just lose Brenna. So Thursday is our sneak peek into coaching. So Kristen and Jen, if you have anybody that's interested in coaching, or even if it's just a challenger or a family member or a friend that wants to learn about what you do, you're welcome to put them in there. At least I think it'd be good for you guys to be in there and see what we do. The four of us have tried lots of different glimpses into coaching, and you guys are welcome to do your own however you want to do them. But we have found that 3-day groups feel a little bit long and people get lost. And we've done some live Zooms like this, and some people are intimidated by just trying to log on to Zoom. You guys remember what that was like, and they're not even coaches yet. So we have found that a 1-day Facebook group, at least right now, is something that we've been doing, because we give them the basics in 5 or 6 posts throughout the day. And then we have coaches that go live in the evening for just 5 minutes, sharing why they love coaching and hearing. And that way people that are interested in coaching are hearing a little bit about how all these different people are all being blessed by the same thing. So we're going to keep that page open. So let's say, Kristen, you have someone interested in coaching in 2 weeks. You'll say, hey, that's great. My team has a group that you can learn more, and the posts will all be numbered. So you can put somebody in there after Thursday, and they go through the posts as they're numbered. And then in a month, or when we do a new sneak peek, we'll delete what's in there and just redo it. Does that make sense? Because really our goal as this pod squad and all of our downline is, we've failed forward a million times. We still don't do it perfectly, and you can always do it your own way, but these are at least some of our practices we want to help you guys be able to do, because we didn't have an upline that was doing sneak peeks or groups that felt good for us. They were like a beatnik, like Nikki, who was way above us, and it just didn't feel as personal. And so we really want to do these so that you guys as new coaches don't feel like you have to recreate and do everything. Does that make sense? Over. So Monica was going to share with the National Wake Up Call, but did everybody who's on here watch the National Wake Up Call? Because I don't want to ask her to do that. Okay. Would that be okay, Mon, if you just share a little bit of your takeaways from it?
Yeah, I was going to ask if anybody watched it. Did anybody watch it? Does everybody know what it is? Please, yes? Everyone knows what it is. Okay, that's good. Okay, so it was really good. You guys know, it's every Monday. And it was Janelle Summer. She's been a coach for 11 years, which is a pretty long time. So she knows what she's doing. And what I love about her is, like, she's really down to earth. When she speaks, you just feel like she's speaking right to you. So she did share a lot. Her whole topic was about good people, not necessarily looking for those business builders. A lot of times when we do this, we really want to find that person that's going to bring us the volume, that's going to like bring us the success club points, like all this stuff. But she was basically saying, just look for good people. And she kind of touched on that, but she, more than anything, she kind of talked about like the steps to kind of do that. Not so much find good people, but how to kind of like run your business. So it was really interesting how it coincided. But the first thing she said is, you have to believe in yourself. Like, obviously we know that, but she was like, if you don't believe in yourself and if you don't believe in this business, then how are you going to go find those good people? How are you going to go find the people that you want to be underneath you? And so she was like, very simple. You have to check yourself, believe in what you're doing and what you're standing for as a coach, and believe in this business. Like, this business should be something where it doesn't matter who you ask or who comes to you. Like, it be something that it's like, it's a part of you. You know what I mean? Like, it's very natural. So she really kind of stressed the importance of that before anything. And she said, you're looking for people you want to be friends with. She was like, don't try to make this complicated and go out and look for like all these like, you know, fitness gurus or whatever it is. Who do you want to be friends with? Who do you want to hang out with? Like, I can honestly say the Pod Squad here, I would hang out with any of them aside from coaching, because that's what makes it fun. That's what makes us in this business, is doing it with your friends. And so look for people you want to be friends with. That was her biggest tip. And then what I really liked, she said, don't be afraid that you're like asking someone for a favor, like to come and join you and see what you're doing. She was like, you're not asking anyone for a favor. Like, this business is a gift for them. Like, if you think about that kind of perspective, how this business is a gift for that person that you're inviting to come along, you're not going to feel icky or salesy or weird about it. Like this, so don't be afraid to kind of, you know, just ask somebody to join you, because this is such a gift. And you have to kind of go back to, what did this business do for you? And so when you kind of look at it like that, you're like, why wouldn't I want to share this with everyone? Why wouldn't I want to like share this with all my friends? So she kind of set the tone with that kind of intro. And then she gave like 5 key steps to kind of how to do that. Some of these are basic. Some of these are very like not aligned exactly, but they're really good kind of reminders. So the first thing she said, you guys can write this down if you want, or just go and listen, but she said, the number one thing you want to do is clean up your account. She was like, you would be shocked at the amount of people who in their bio, like, go to your Instagram bio and make sure it's very clear who you're helping. Like, you need to share in your bio who it is that you're helping. If your bio says that you are a health and fitness coach and, you know, you're a postpartum mom or whatever, but then actually in your feed, there's no pictures of that, she was like, you have to reevaluate. Your feed and what people are seeing has to match your bio. So there's got to be a clear understanding of who you're helping, because someone's going to come to your page, they need to know what for. So that's the first thing. She said, what are you good at? If there's something that you're really good at, if you're good at meal prep, or if you're good at like, if you have a specialty, make sure you put that in your bio. Like, that's what's going to like bring people to you. So make sure that you highlight that and offer that. So that was the first thing, was clean up your account. The second thing is, we talked about this earlier today and before on calls, search hashtags. She stressed this, search hashtags. And she said, and you guys have heard this before, like, don't necessarily be interesting, be interested, like, and be interested in them. And the only way you're like, you have to go find the people. You can't just expect to put this amazing post up and these amazing pictures and then like, that's that. The best way to do that is search hashtag, go find those people. And she said, I guess the acronym she gave was CCQ, comment, compliment, question. You guys, this is 331, whatever you guys want to do, 531, whatever system you guys have, but comment, compliment, question, like really try to be engaging. That's how you're going to find your people. And so that's number 2, is search hashtags. I told you it was basic, but when she said it, it was like, oh, it sounded so amazing. Number 3, she said, collect and send emails. She was like, God forbid that something happened to Instagram or Facebook's down. She was like, you really want to have that like other place to to talk to people. So she was like, find a way where you can gather emails. So for her, she did like a free ebook. She just gathered a bunch of recipes or had someone create it for her. And then the way that she did it is she just had she got people's emails and she kept it that way. So that's like another, way. Some people are not really into Facebook or Instagram. So she stressed that. So she said, collect and send emails. Told you, very basic. Number 4, she said, always be doing polls. So if you don't know how to do a poll in Instagram stories, we can teach you. But she said, not only that, she was like, you can just go on your Facebook page and just be like, hey, I worked out today. Who else got their sweat on today? Like just a simple question to see like who in your friends or whatever is doing that. So like you kind of, instead of going through all your Facebook friends, who that you don't know is doing Beachbody is actually doing something else. And that's another way you can start a conversation. And then number 5, free groups. She stressed this a lot. And she also said freemium. She was like, find a way, and we just did a free group, to do free groups. She was like, you have to give value away. You have to. So she really, really, really stressed that. And that was really all she didn't say anything like over the top or new necessarily, but it's the problem with coaching is that we think that we need to do all these other fancy big things, and we don't. So those were the 5 things she said. But again, she really, really stressed. I really like the beginning part, which was just believe in yourself, believe in this business, and make sure people know when they come to your page who it is that you're serving, like what you're about. So that's it, guys. That's all it was. Any questions?
Okay, so I'm the one with all the questions. Sorry. But okay, so on my Instagram that I'm using, it's the public one, and I originally started it because we adopted, and I wanted to share our story and kind of awareness, and also our faith life. But I also, you know, I changed my bio.
Uh-oh.
Want Wi-Fi.
That sucks.
Okay, while we wait for Kristen, anybody else have questions?
Any other questions? It's pretty straightforward.
Why don't you have a baby in your arms yet? That's my only question.
What did you say?
Why don't you have a
Sorry.
baby in your arms yet?
My daughter called in the middle of me talking.
Okay.
Okay.
So you changed your bio?
Yeah, so I changed my bio to have in there that I was interested in wellness, but should I like health coach instead? And then my pictures, I have included like my story a little. I mean, of why I became a coach and things like that, and kind of why I you know, how like me gaining weight was part of the adoption process, to try to kind of tie it in.
Yeah.
So do you think that that's okay, or should I like do a whole new one to be more fitness?
No, I think you should incorporate, like for mine, it's like coach, it's like Coptic Orthodox, it's like everything that I am, soon to be mom, whatever you want someone to come to your page to know about you quickly, I would put it in there. And I would definitely put coach in there somehow. You don't have to put Beachbody coach, but you know,
Don't put Beachbody.
Yeah, don't do that. You put health and wellness coach or whatever, but I would definitely, that's a key thing. That's part of who you are. So I would put that in there for sure.
And like mine doesn't say coach in it at all. I was just looking at mine when Monica said pull it up. Like mine just says helping busy moms feel confident in any outfit while still leaving room for tacos and chocolate.
It's perfect.
For me, tacos are a big thing. Chocolate's a big thing. I'm a mom. And I'm going to help people like me. So it says mom life, fit life, real life, because I'm all about not pretending that I have it all together, because good Lord, I'd have to pretend all day long. But mine doesn't say coach anywhere. But I think you want to basically put out there who you are, and it's not just that you're a coach. Like that's maybe a part of it, but you're more than a coach. And who is it that you want to help specifically? Because somebody's going to read that and be like, oh crap, that's me. Maybe I should keep looking.
Yeah, it'll evolve too. Sorry, Becky. It'll evolve. Like when I first started, I was like Beachbody coach. And then I'm like, no. Like the more that you're in this, the more that you know yourself, it'll get more specific. So it can change. Yeah,
and that was, I don't know if anybody watched the Slay Squad call from Monday night. Just so you know, I finally, someone in Beatnik organized them. So every Monday night Slay Squad call, that's a tongue twister, from the beginning of 2019, those links and recordings are on there. So those are like some of the best trainings of the year. So if you haven't watched those, I just put it in the Wholehearted Nations page. I think Jen put it in hers. It's in Be Misfit as well. The one on Monday, I don't know if the recording's up yet. Sometimes it takes a couple days. Okay. Was Jen Richardson, who's like an IG guru. And it was really interesting. She was just saying, she's like, look for people that have nothing to do with Beachbody and fitness. Just look for somebody you want to be friends with. So go to pages and go to hashtags. Find other people that are using hashtags of things that relate to you, because you're looking for people that you like and you want to help and you want to support. And so really just don't follow a bunch of Beachbody coaches. Don't go to pages that a bunch of beach coaches follow, and because those people, like, don't go to Jericho's page and add followers. They're all coaches. Like, find people find out, like, make a list of 5-10 things who you are and what hashtags those people are using, and then go to a page you love. If you love a page, other people following that page, you have something in common with them. If you love DIY, you probably have something in common with other people following a DIY page. If you love tacos, if you love shopping, if you love plants, if you love dogs, whatever, go find your people that way. If you love lawnmowers, go find, well, shout out to Brian. Do you hear me? Then you find your people, because they're, what?
I just said nobody's that lame.
Stop it.
No,
It's not a matter of being lame. It's being who you are, and that's great. So I think that what we spend too much time, I think, thinking about how we could be doing it wrong, that we don't realize that we might do some things right. Does that make sense? Like, I'm always second guessing some of the things that I do. Should I follow? Should I comment? Should I not? It's like, just go. If you want to see this person in their grocery store, would you walk up to someone and say, hey, you want to be in my challenge group? That's why Hey Girls don't really work anymore. They kind of did a while ago. They don't now. There's too many MLMs. So what would you say to somebody in a grocery store? You wouldn't say that. You'd say, hey, I like your sweater. Like, I don't know. Or you would say, I don't know what you would say. But you wouldn't say, hey, girl, do you want to be in my challenge group? And I'm just going all over the place, you guys. Don't use the word challenge group. Before coaching, who knew what a challenge group was? Do you know what that was? No. So, like, I remember Short Girl Fitness, who's one of Jen and my favorites because she's from Michigan. She's like, post on your feed and in your stories like you're talking to a second grader. If you said to a second grader, do you want to be in my challenge group? They wouldn't know. But if you said, hey, do you want to be in my group where we're focusing on this, or where I'm hanging out with people and we're working out, like a group for people that work out, whatever. Like, make it be what it is for you. Okay, someone has to stop me. I'm just going all over the place. Okay, so thank you, Monica. I think I want to go back and watch it because I love Janelle too. And by the way, she's our upline, you guys. Isn't that crazy? And she's also Shalene. Who's on Payo? Anyone? She's Shalene Johnson's sister. And they grew up where I grew up, so that's fun for me. And she's a really, like, down-to-earth person who's really shy, and she's an introvert. So if an introvert can do this, then anybody can. Jen and I know on our team pages both shared some scripts for inviting to the coaching group. I'm going to throw Jen, Jess, and Monica and I under the bus. When we started coaching, we never invited to coaching. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. We were so afraid of what people would say, or that we had been coaching long and we just didn't do it. And if we could go back and do one thing differently, it would be that. We could invite to our challenge groups all day long, but we were so scared to invite to coaching. So if we can give you any word of advice, invite to coaching, default to the groups. If you have somebody you think that you want to hang out with, invite them to coaching. What can they say? No thanks, I'm not interested. Fine. But don't think that somebody might not be interested in coaching. Don't prejudge them. And I feel like I've been talking too much. Jen, Monica, Jess, do you guys have any thoughts sort of about that? I'm muting myself until somebody needs to jump on and share more.
I spoke already, so Jen? Jess?
I get thrown under the bus. I want Army to hop in here and tell us what he thinks. I see him walking around back there.
He's got chores to do. Leave him be.
Leave him be. I don't have anything profound to say. I'm sorry.
Jessica, I nominate you. Go.
I have nothing profound, but I do have a few comments on some things that were spoken and brought up about. The first question was asked about, do I get more people through Facebook or Instagram? I'm still somehow, I have no idea, still working my warm market on Facebook. I don't know how that can be, being 4 years into it, but that's still happening. And I think it's because my kids are so active. I'm constantly adding people, parents that they like their kids and parent. Anyway, my kids in theater, absolutely meeting the parents through that. My kid's now in high school, so now she's transitioned on, so I'm adding parents to that. So I personally get a lot through Facebook. However, I'm trying very hard to transition to Instagram. I'm finding that I'm still overwhelmed by it because it seems so giant to me. I see a lot of benefit in it, but that's something that I'm struggling with, trying to organize, get my brain wrapped around the people who are messaging me, track of everyone and all that kind of stuff. So that's something that I'm personally working on. The comment that Becky made about how we were afraid to invite to coaching, you guys, if I could go tell myself 4 years ago what I know today, I would have done things completely different. For instance, I have 2 people who are going to sign up as coaches who I just talked to today. It's because I'm in a completely different mindset was when I started. And it's all because of personal development. And I know who I am now. I didn't know who I was then. I'm more confident now. I believe 100% in what I do and the tools that we have and how they're capable of helping anyone who truly uses them. And so I have no problem talking about our product. I have no problem inviting people to our groups. I have no problem now inviting them to coaching because I know it's blessed me, but it took me a long time to figure that out because I didn't know how it was blessing me at the beginning. So just put all that stuff aside, go for it. The worst that's going to happen is they're going to say no, and that's not a big deal. Other things, let's see. Get my notes.
Can I speak into that for just a second?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay. So I just cleaned out my Instagram or people I follow. And I was doing fitness on my own for a while before I joined coaching. And I noticed how many people I was following that weren't following me back, because I was cleaning out those kind of people that were coaches, very obvious coaches. And probably maybe like 25 to 50% had reached out to me at least one time, but never followed back up. Only one of those followed back up, and obviously that worked out for her because here I am. But it's just crazy, like how many of those people could have been reaching out to me, I guess, during that time and weren't. And so I think it's important for us to be those people who are following back up with the people we're talking to and following, or just saying hi to the people who follow us. Because I know there were many of them who had never even said, hey, thanks for the follow. And they got a really awesome coach, but they didn't. So.
Yeah, and
that's all I got. I can't find my mute button now.
No, and you know what's interesting? Like, I think if you hadn't been bold about sharing coaching, some of you heard that Kristen has done Beachbody for a while. And actually, she just posted earlier this week about her journey and her old coach. She posted a picture of her coach, Kristen, and her Emerald thing on her page. And her old coach commented, she's like, I didn't know you were interested in coaching. And that spoke volumes to Kristen. She was like, she didn't know I was interested in coaching because she wasn't interested in me. Because Kristen wasn't interested in coaching. She was interested in somebody interested in her and her questions and connecting with her on a personal level. So the only reason she wanted to switch to Brenna or was interested in coaching was because Brenna was interested in her. She was interested in Brenna and the community piece. And so I think it's really important that I actually had 2 girls this past week, and both of them already have BOD. And I don't know if they'll ever purchase anything, but they just said, we've been following you and we have coaches. They won't even message us back. They're not interested in me. And you seem like somebody that actually cares about me. And like the difference, like that's who we want to be as a team, because the people that you invest in and that you care about could be the people that are on the call next week, right? So it's not about selling a challenge pack. It's about finding out what someone's problem or struggle is and then connecting them with that solution. And I know for many of us, it's the community piece. I mean, the four of us say this all the time. One of us at one point every month wants to quit, or is convinced we're not going to hit Success Club, or everyone's quitting under us, or people are hating on our posts, or no one's watching our stories. And the rest of us are here to create that community piece. I mean, I would be gained all the way back if it wasn't for the community. So even if you haven't made a lot of money with Beachbody, even if you haven't been coaching very long, you can still make a list of and Jen talked about this, of the different things how coaching has blessed you or how this community has blessed you, and share that. Because other girls, guys out there want that too. And so don't think invite to coaching just because you haven't been here very long. Like, just talk about why you like it. I mean, all of us could be doing something else on a Tuesday night, right? We're all here, and there's a reason for that. And yeah. So again, I can talk in circles forever, and I know that we're getting lower on time. So I really want to challenge everybody. I right now have only 2 girls that are going to be joining the sneak peek into coaching. That's not great. I should have more. And so that's my challenge to myself tomorrow, is to do a lot of follow-ups. Even if I only have 2 people, I'm going to show up and I'm going to post my posts and I'm going to do my live and I'm going to add people to it, because even if one person on Monica or Jessica's team or Monica's team or any of your teams, great, it was worth my time, because that person's going to help more people and going to help more people. So that's what's so great about this community, that if I don't get back to you or can't answer a question, you can reach out to the other people here. Like that's what we're all about. Okay. So anybody have any struggles that they're kind of going through that they wanted to ask more about? I know, yeah, I guess, yeah, questions or struggles that you guys are having you haven't already talked about. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. I guess everybody's doing great. Okay, how about this? Has everybody invited or connected with or touched base with 5 people today? I love the honesty. Okay, so before you go to bed tonight, go to your posts and just find people who have commented and thank them for commenting or ask them a question. Here's a little, you guys, some of you know this. Every time someone comments on your post on Instagram or Facebook, comment back. Don't ever skip it. More people will see your post if there's more comments on it. And send personal messages to people that comment and like, especially on fitness or coaching posts, because there's a reason they're liking it. Does that make sense? And I don't know how many times it's happened to me where someone comments or likes a post and I will write them a message and they'll ask me what I'm doing. But they never would have messaged me to ask me. Does that make sense? Once you start connecting with them. So, okay. Who else has people that they're putting into the sneak peek into coaching, or who has follow-ups that they're still doing before Thursday? Okay. So,
invite people first.
You're growing a human. There's a lot going on. So even if you don't have people to add before Thursday, it will be the group to add people to for the next month. You can still keep adding people into that group. Anything specific that you guys feel like we need more training on, or something that you would like to learn more about? Okay, so anything the other girls you wanted to share? Anybody else? Okay. Well, then Becky's going to get on her soapbox. You ready? You guys might want to jump off now. So Monica was talking about the mindset piece that Janelle shared. And it doesn't matter how much weight you have lost, how many followers you have on Instagram or Facebook. If you don't think that this can help people, then you shouldn't be here. If you don't think that you're capable of helping people, you're not going to be people. And I'm speaking about this from experience. When I'm in a bad mindset, I just skip connecting with people. And the only way that your business moves forward and the only way that you help people is by connecting with people. And it's really easy to let a couple days and a couple weeks go by and not have connected with people. So don't use the excuse that you don't have time. All of us have time in the day to write a message to 5 people. You have time to send a birthday message. You have time to go to the pages or the stories of 5 people who you'd like to help and like and comment. If you show interest in them, chances are they're going to be curious about what it is that you are doing. So if your mindset, if you're struggling, this is something that Brenna has done very well, is when she's struggling, rather than staying in her head, and Jen and I often do this with each other too, is she'll message me that she's in her head, and then I have the chance to message her back, and we all have the chance to do that to each other. So don't, if you're stuck or you're in your head or your fear is taking over or you got 10 no's, reach out to another coach. Let them have the chance to bless you. And be thinking about a success partner as well. I know some of you have them, and essentially what that is an accountability person, maybe to run groups with or just to support each other. So that's something that we really encourage that you guys have, because it's nice to have someone else to run alongside of you that has similar goals to you. It can be on the same team, it can be somewhere else. So think about that. Before we hop off, I would like to hear what people's end of the year goal is. We have 8 minutes, so to make it quick. Jen, you get to go first. Jen Miedema, sorry.
Okay. We need last names here. What my end of the year goal is. Well, my end of the year goal is to be a 2-star diamond. I will be a 2-star diamond. I will continue hitting Success Club every month and helping new people. And obviously I'll be growing my team. That's the only way that 2-star diamond will happen. Yeah, those are my big ones.
Awesome. Okay, Jess, what are yours? Jess Ralston.
Sorry, I'm on my phone. It took me a minute to find the button. My goals next 98 days is hit 2-star, and I will do that. You guys still see me? I went black there. Okay. 2-star diamond by the end of the year. I'm actually gonna add 4 new coaches before Halloween to my mom's account, so that will make her 1-star. And then I'm helping my team grow so that they can also hit their goals. And then I want to help my team, at least 3 of them, advance to Emerald over the next month. Continue to hit SC, add people to my team, finding those friends that we were talking about on the call earlier, and really focusing on organizing my Instagram. Those are my big goals, because I will go to that new leadership conference that's happening. I'm going to get that invite because it's time and I'm ready to be there. So that's happening.
Awesome. Besides creating a human, Monica, what are you planning to do?
Stay sane. Yeah, no, my big goal is 1-star. It was going to be 2-star, but I think just because he's coming like any day now, 1-star has to happen. NLC invite has to happen. That's like a non-negotiable. I will do whatever it takes to make that happen. I've been an SC for 40 straight months, so I want to continue that through the end of the year. And then my like general goal is really to, I say, master Instagram. I spent a lot of money on this third party, like building I had 800 followers. Now I have almost 7,000, but I haven't done anything with it. And so I'm like, what is wrong with you? So my overall goal is to really kind of dive into all these new followers and really be comfortable with this, like Jess was saying, this giant of a platform, and make it more small and find my people. So those are my goals.
Awesome. Okay, Brenna, you're up.
Hey. So I'm going to be diamond by October 31st. And then if she's on board, I'm going to get Kristen to diamond by the end of the year to make myself 1-star. And then I haven't talked to her about that yet, so surprise. And then I had something else in my head and it's gone. But yeah, that's my big one. Oh, and win the ticket to go with Becky to Dominican Republic.
And be a success starter.
And be a success starter. Oh yeah, September. I got 0 points so far, but I'm getting there. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Speak the truth, girl.
It's happening. I will be in Success Club this month.
Yes, you will. Okay, B. Ryan.
Okay, so I'm still like at foundational level, building block level, and my goal right now is similar to last. I really, really, really would like to have 3 or 4 challengers that are just chunking away at hitting good goals and on track and doing the stuff. And the 3 challengers I have right now are just not doing that, and I'm kind of beating my head against the wall. So fortunately, I'm going to talk to my coach tomorrow, and she's going to fix it all. So
Yep.
but that is my goal. Like, I just want to like get my little team of challengers together, and like we're all doing the food and the workouts and the post. And I don't know why it's so complicated for some people.
Thanks, dude. How about you, Jen Burke? Who, by the way, while she looks to unmute herself, she is going to be our newest Shiny Emerald on Thursday.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That is true. I just want to be able to master the website, master the social media, and try to be better at emailing and inviting, because I'm really not great at that yet. So I think that's going to be my goal for the end of the year.
Awesome. That's a really great goal. Awesome. Okay, Kristen.
Okay, so I guess my goal would be to get out of my head a little bit and second guessing myself with reaching out to people, because I do have that icky feeling about sales still, and I need to get over it because this has helped me so much. And if it's helped me so much in my life, even my faith life, it's helped because I'm like treasuring the body God gave me. So, but anyway, so I want to just reach out to some of the people that on Instagram that I've met, like through faith-based or through adoption and things like that. And I think I always say, oh, but this isn't being genuine because it's not about the subject. But I need to know that, taking care of ourselves has to do with everything. So anyway, that's what I want to do. And I want to do what Brenda said. But I want to kick some butt and go on all the trips.
Going diamond by December 31st.
Oh my gosh, I'll try.
I love that. So I know we have like only 2 minutes left, and I have to share my goals. But what you just, Kristen, was what was our greatest fear too. Like, how do you bridge from connecting into inviting? And just think of how it's helped you in something like, hey, I've had so much fun chatting with you about whatever. I have no idea if you'd be interested, but I've just been really trying to take care of myself this month and wondered if you had any self-care you wanted to work on next month. Whatever. Like, it doesn't have to be salesy and icky. It can be genuine. I care about you. This has blessed me. So anyways, awesome. Yeah, get out of your head. Our heads are helpful unless it's problem solving. Otherwise, they're stupid. So my goals are to help at least 5 people every month with Success Club, and to hit team leader by the middle of November, to hit premier by the end of the year, and also go 5-star. I'm not pushing for 5-star elite. If I do, great. 5-star and at least premier would be great. But mostly what I just want is I can only help a certain number of people. So I want to help empower other women who are on my team to get out of their heads and just change so many lives. Like that is what I want. I want more beautiful, amazing, totally hot mess mamas and dads, if they want to come to, on here, or women that just need community and want to take care of themselves. That's what we're going for. So who can take a good picture? I always like Jessica's picture because her computer's so cute, but you're not on your computer.
I can do a screenshot, but
Okay. Yeah, do that.
you want to try? Okay.
No, that sounds perfect.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Oh, I totally moved on the second one.
It's okay. I just do it just for fun.
Okay. So thanks everybody for being here. Make sure you're following up. You're inviting. The last week of the month is here. The last chance for Morning Meltdown on promotion. Morning Meltdown, yeah, that's what it's called, on promotion, to help change lives. You're all amazing. Thank you for being here. Go to bed so you can push play in the morning.